In the 1960s, a neuroscientist named John C. Lilly believed he could teach dolphins to speak English. He built a lab. He raised a dolphin. He lived with it. He tried to teach it language. But something strange happened. The dolphin began to teach him. And the more Lilly listened, the more he began to wonder, who was the student? This is the case file of a man who crossed a line. A scientist who believed that the ocean contained an intelligence as advanced as our own, and who was eventually silenced, not by the scientific community, but by the very organization that funded him. Tonight, we ask, what did John Lilly hear in the deep? Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. John C. Lilly was a pioneer. He invented the isolation tank. He studied the brain. He pushed the boundaries of neuroscience. But his greatest obsession was the dolphin. He believed that dolphins were not just intelligent animals. He believed they were the other intelligent species on Earth. And he believed they had something to tell us. In the 1950s, Lilly began his work with dolphins. He built a facility in Florida. He raised a dolphin named Peter. Peter was a bottlenose dolphin, young, curious, and highly social. Lilly and his team began teaching Peter to mimic human speech. At first, it was experimental, teaching dolphins to produce sounds that approximated English words. But then, Peter began to initiate communication. He would vocalize, he would listen, he would mimic. And over time, Lilly began to feel that Peter was not just responding to him, he was responding to him. As if Peter understood that there was a relationship and that the relationship mattered. Lilly wrote, he would call me. I would answer. It felt like a conversation. This was not the behavior of a trained animal. It was the behavior of a conscious being. One day, Lilly allowed Peter to swim freely in his pool. He sat at the edge. Peter approached. And then, Peter began to vocalize in a way Lilly had never heard. Lilly described it later as a sound that was not quite dolphin and not quite human. It was as if Peter was trying to cross a bridge to find a common language. Lilly believed that Peter was trying to say, I am here. I am like you. I want to communicate. For a scientist trained to study the brain, this was a profound moment. Peter was not just intelligent, he was aware. And that awareness challenged everything Lilly thought he knew. He wrote, I realized that we were not alone on this planet. As Lilly's work progressed, he began to speak openly about his beliefs. He said that dolphins were more intelligent than humans. He said they had their own language. He said they had their own consciousness. And he said that we were not ready to hear what they had to say. The scientific community was not amused. Lilly was labeled a fringe figure. His research was dismissed. His funding was cut. He eventually moved to a remote island. He continued his work in isolation. But he never forgot what Peter had shown him. He wrote, we are not the only intelligences on this planet. And if we ever want to understand the universe, we must first learn to listen. Peter died in 1968. Lilly died in 2001. But the question he raised remains unanswered. What did Peter try to say? What did Lilly almost hear? Some researchers believe that dolphins possess a language as complex as human language. Others believe they communicate through sound, through emotion, through a form of consciousness we have not yet learned to measure. But Lilly believed something deeper. He believed that dolphins were not just intelligent, they were aware. Aware of themselves, aware of us, and aware that we were not listening. He wrote, the dolphins have been waiting for us to grow up. John C. Lilly's work raises a question. What if the intelligent species on this planet is not the one we think it is? What if the ocean is not just a habitat, but a civilization? What if dolphins, whales, and other marine mammals possess a culture, a language, and a history? And what if they have been observing us all along? Lilly believed that the ocean was Earth's great frontier, not just for exploration, but for contact. He believed that one day we would learn to listen, and when we did, the conversation would change everything. John C. Lilly opened a door. He stepped through it and he heard something on the other side. The dolphins were calling, and they still are. This file remains open. Until next time, keep listening beneath the surface.